Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this one we're going to be racing in the Manufacturers Cup, and I have signed a contract with Dodge Viper, or is it SRT? I don't know, either way it's in the Viper, and I'm going to be racing in their GT3 car, and we're at Dragon Trail, as you can see at the top. Dragon Trail Seaside. It sounds so pleasant, doesn't it? Well, I tell you what, it's not. This track is evil. I almost didn't want to race it. I was like, oh, I just can't do it, man. These GT3 cars are pretty quick, and the chicane is probably my least favourite thing in the world. I've given this car a new livery, by the way. It's I've gone with this kind of like vibrant orange with the kind of Dodge logos on the side. Some funny jumping. Did you see that guy? He like literally flew across the screen. Anyway, so started in third place, qualified in third place. Managed to take position coming through the first couple of corners, and then I did just get tapped at the exit of that double right-hander. Nearly lost the car, but just about held it. And then Andrew is going to go down, and I'm going to come in for the cutback and make it stick. Again, just losing the back. This Viper it's a good car, actually. In the GT3 class, there's quite a lot of variation still happening, which is really nice to see. Lots of different kinds of cars. The Viper seems to be... The two cars that I seem to be battling the most, in this one at least, was the Citroen, I don't know actually the name of it, but it's called like a GT 103 or something like that, I can't remember, it's got some numbers, but it seems to be really good in the corners, and the Viper seemed to be a little bit better in the straight, but I noticed coming out of, especially this, the slower turns here, I was very cautious, because otherwise the back end would literally just come right out on me, so... Not quite sure what happened here. As I came through the chicane there, this guy in first, Romish, had his hazard lights on and was going real slow. So I don't know whether he had a penalty that he was trying to just wear off there whilst he had a bit of a lead. But I just couldn't quite make a pass, even though he was going quite slowly. So he manages to maintain first position. And as I said, my lap times weren't that great. I think I qualified with a 1:39.8, is that right? Anyway, I qualified with quite an okay time. I think it was about half a second slower, getting just absolutely rear-ended there, coming into this Tyrant right-hander at the bottom of the hill. Yeah, I qualified quite well, but then when I get into the race, it's something about this track. I just drive so cautiously, and it's mainly through this chicane, and in fact, you'll see here, I don't take it too fantastically, and I do bump the side there, and you'll lose so much time if you even clip the side. As you can see, clip the side. In fact, the guy behind me and the guy behind him also clipped the side there, so I did lose a position to pure GT Luca. He is also in the Citroen, I believe, so two Citroens ahead of me, and a Porsche behind me, and then another Citroen. Is that right? Yeah. So I think there's four... No, sorry, so it's a BMW out front, then a Citroen, I'm in the Dodge, and then there's the 911, and then another Citroen. But yeah, I wasn't driving that well in this race. I don't know what it was. So yeah, 1:39.7, so it must be 1:38 that I meant to say. So like a 1:30, that's right, so I was running in practice like mid 1:38, sort of fairly consistently, with my best lap being like a 1:37.9 or something like that, and then in qualifying I got a 1:38.8, I think, but then in this race my best was only about 1:38.8, 1:38.7, so I really wasn't lapping confidently in this race, and I've crashed here before in a race, and it's just horrible, and you lose so much time and so much position, and I thought actually maybe it's just better if I take it easy and just go for the safe one, which clearly pure GT Luca was not feeling the same message, because he just went all out and absolutely destroyed himself coming through there. There he is, absolute nail. And I tell you what, it was a good thing there's a pile-up going on back there. It was a good thing that he ghosted out, because Romish literally drove at full speed straight through him as he nailed himself into the back wall of that little tight chicane. So yeah, I was erring on the side of caution. I thought, look, I've got a good qualifying position. I'm already fairly far ahead, the three of us, myself now, Romish, myself and Andrew, who is driving in a Citroen. the other Porsche crashed off at the same point back there. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take it easy, and then the worst comes to worst, I'll get 3rd place, and then maybe, you know, if one of these guys also makes a mistake, then I'll be able to take 2nd or 3rd. And this guy just absolutely battering me from the side. I'm not quite sure what the crack there was. I don't know if it was just he didn't quite have control of the car or what, but I just thought, you know what, better to not be involved with that, otherwise I'm going to be in some sand or grass at some point soon, just because he's, I don't know, he was all over me coming out of that corner there, coming out of that chicane. So I just backed off, let him have the position, and you'll kind of see from here on out these two guys run away with it a little bit. But as I said, I've got a really nice cushion behind me, and I just thought, right, that's it, I'll take 3rd. You know, I qualified 3rd, I'd be happy with 3rd, and as I said, maybe one of these guys will make a mistake or I can catch up. So I thought I'd just, as I said, play it safe, and it's just this chicane. There's something about it that's, if it's a slow chicane, I don't mind it, like things, you know, at Côte d'Azur or whatever it's called, so Monaco basically, like back in the old GT games, I don't mind stuff like that, and the chicane at the start of the lap, absolutely no problem with it, and you'll see how cautiously I'm taking it through here, like just really letting off, and even going slowly, not looking too confident through there. Yeah, oh, I tell you what, that camera angle is my favourite. That is just beautiful, swinging around when it's just that static camera angle and the car swings around that through that chicane. It's incredible. But yeah, with the static, like with the static, I don't know what I'm talking about. With the slow chicanes, I'm sort of happy because you slow right down into it and it kind of feels like technical. But when it's like this downforce, almost full throttle, you know, 130 mile an hour chicane, it's too scary, man. I can't do it. I don't know, maybe I'm getting too old for this. Anyway, we're now reaching the final lap. As I said, my best lap was a 1:38.7, so really not that good. And then this guy, connection issues or something, so he goes real slow. I just managed to avoid him through there, and then when I get around, he's in front of me again. I was like, what the heck? That's not fair. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there, and then coming up to this final turn, you'll actually see him just kind of drift out to the side, and then he like teleports around the corner, and then by the time I get around the corner he's completely gone. So I don't know, really unlucky if it was just his connection going fuzzy, literally within 200 meters of the finish line disconnecting. But I can't complain, it gives me 2nd place, and happy with that, you know, for not to have crashed. So I survived, and then the moment is here, drum roll. So get to the end of that one, and oh, thank you, yes. So I have reached driver rating A finally, and it's been a long time coming, really. Obviously, it's kind of been working on it since the start of since GT Sport, and it's an interesting one. I think if I had raced more, I would have got there quite a lot sooner. It's just I don't have loads of time for racing. I don't race every day by any means, and normally I just have a couple of races if I do, and then you know, end up doing something else, or actually, you know, making videos and things like that. So I've never gone down, really. I've sort of progressively gone up and up and up until this point, which is good, you know. I think that means that you know, I'm good enough to be at A, which makes me feel confident. It was just a matter of time, really, and just getting enough races under my belt to progress that through to A. So I suppose now the challenge is to go from here to S, which would be really cool. But the S guys are like mega quick. I really don't know that I'm of that sort of caliber, but I'm happy to be at A now, and the series has been named Road to Rank A, which I thought was quite funny because, you know, it's a road and it's and it's also a metaphorical road. Yeah, anyway, so I've reached Rank A, so the goal has been reached, so I'm very happy about that. Obviously I'm going to keep on posting videos, but they won't be under the sort of subtitle of Road to Rank A, but you know, it'll just be more online races. So anyway, I think I've just been rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and had yourselves a lovely time at Christmas and all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.